Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Make some noise. Make some noise. Make some noise. COP people, make some noise. Yeah. Yeah, we ready? Tell them we're ready for them. We come out for them. I want to acknowledge the political leader and those at the head table. I want to also acknowledge Khadija Amin, chairman of the UNC, and all of you wonderful people that are here. Are we ready? I don't know about you, but there was a time they say that COP people were dainty. We kind of quiet. We don't make noise. We social. We eat with knife and fork. Who here don't eat with knife and fork? I just eat with my hand, with spoon, with knife and fork. Just put it before me and I eat in it. It doesn't matter. And I want to let you know that we are living in a real critical time. We're living in a time where patience is no longer virtue. We're living in a time where contentment or contentment with godliness is no longer gain. We are living in a time when people are no longer tolerant. We have become a kind of people that are thin-skinned. Any little small thing that happens, we're ready to run. Any little thing that happens, we're ready to quit. We're ready to complain. But what Trinidad and Tobago need right now are people who can stay the course and who can have tough skin. And when the going gets tough, then the tough will have to get going. That is what Trinidad and Tobago needs. We're living in a time where even marriages are breaking up because people are thin-skinned. Families are destroying each other because they are thin-skinned. Why? Because we have found ourselves that we are no longer appreciative of each other. We have found ourselves because we don't care about each other the way we ought to care. Everybody seems to be a kind of selfish kind of individual. We're only thinking about ourselves and not thinking about everybody else. And it is time for us to start to think about what will happen to Trinidad and Tobago come the next election. Who we put power into, who we put leadership in, whose hands we put the leadership into, and make up our minds one way or the other. Are we going to prepare ourselves to suffer, or are we going to prepare ourselves to live gloriously? For me, I prefer to live gloriously, and I do not plan to suffer. I do not plan to suffer if we put the PNM back in power. We're living in a time where children are growing up without parents in their homes. Single mothers or single fathers, or they live with grandparents. Why? Because of how we are as a society. We don't tolerate each other anymore. We are quick to break up. We're becoming a society of breakups. You know where you're going. We are becoming a society of breakup. We break up our friendships, we break up our families, we break up religious institutions, we break up communities. And for 5 years, they're asking the COP to be part of a breakup. When we got together, the breakup prophet says they can't last 6 months. After 6 months, they changed their mind. The breakup prophets of doom say they won't last a year. After 2 years, they say they won't last 3 years. And up to this day, they're still calling on the COP to break up. But I am saying, we ain't breaking up. We ain't breaking up. We ain't breaking up. No way, we ain't breaking up. I could write a song on that. We're not breaking up. We're not breaking up. We're not breaking up. And it's important for us to understand that, because you know this breakup spirit is in the island. Everybody breaking up and starting something. Everybody breaking up and breaking away. Everybody fine, I should have it my way, and I call a little thing and I break away, and I change my color and I break away, and I change my hair and I break up, and I change my look and I break up, but we still looking the same way. COP. and we're still looking better. I want to let you know that we are living in a time that we need to show these prophets of doom that we have more resilience than they think, and that the COP is a resilient party. When we began in 2006, they said we won't make it, but we're in 2015. Are you hearing me? When we contested the elections in 2007, I want to let you know, I remember going to Woodford Square in what we call Real Red, because we wanted to show that the COP have the kind of power to even intimidate those people who claimed red. And we went to Woodford Square and we followed Woodford Square, and I heard that they called meetings the very second night, and they started to say, we can't let this happen again. Try to mash it up. And then furthermore, we began to contest an election, and we really had two enemies. We were fighting against the UNC then and the PNM then. And you know what happened? We came out real strong. You see, the stronger and the more they fight against us is the more resilient we are, and the better we come out at the end. When the going gets tough, the tough has to get going. And this ain't no time to cry. This is no time to run and look for some little lullaby and say, well, I don't like how they treated me and I don't like how they hurted me. Now is a time to stand up. Now is a time to stand up and fight. Now is a time to stand up and let your voices be heard. We are the COP. We are a resilient party. We are a dynamic party, and we intend to show this nation that we have not gone anywhere, but we are getting better and better and better every day. We are not getting bitter. We are a party that has shown that it doesn't matter what you throw at us, we could stand. It doesn't matter what you say about us. My mother used to say that sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never harm me. They call us all kind of names, from dead to corpse to this to that, but I still walk in. And if you believe that dead could walk, look me here. I'm still walking, and we still walking, and we still rising, and we still going at the course that we set in 2006 to make Trinidad and Tobago a far better place to live. And that's our mission. When you drive around Trinidad and Tobago, I do that from time to time, and I recognize, you know, I wonder what was going on before we arrived. Because everywhere I turn, something happening. And I sit driving in my car and I say, wow, I see the Couva Hospital. I can't believe that start and almost done already. I driving down the road, I see the cycling arena. I say, wait now, next one. I go a little further down, I see something else. I drive past San Fernando and I say, wait now, like these people don't sleep. Like this government don't sleep. And then I realize that it's true because I ain't government. And I want you to understand that when everywhere you go down Chagaramas in the Western Peninsula, you can't believe your eyes. It's not Broadway, it's boardwalk. And everywhere you turn, something is happening in this nation. Why? Because this government has decided that we will not segregate. This government has decided we will not just do things partially, but we will spread the joy throughout the nation. And we will help develop every nook and cranny, wherever you are. Whether you are opposing to us or you are for us, we will develop Trinidad and Tobago, because together we aspire and together we will achieve. I want to encourage all of you. I know that we are running out of time, and I just want to excite you, and I want to stimulate you. I want to say to all of you that we must never quit. And as all the other speakers before would have encouraged, that you have got to get to the COP people and those people that supported us over the years and tell them it is time to come back home. It is time to get back on board. It is time to rise up again. It's time to do the things that we began to do. I mean, I can tell you that I heard Kadisha saying that, you know, in a marriage, sometimes people get married and it takes 5 years to settle down. Well, I can tell you could build a new house and it will take 5 years to settle down. I could tell you could buy a new car and it will take a little while to get accustomed to it. Especially the modern technology. Have you been able to drive one car, Japanese car, and then you jump into an English car and you put on your indicator and you realize your wiper? because it's on the next side. So you had to get accustomed to that too. You had to sit down and learn anything. We have taken a little time and we have been sitting down and learning each other and understanding what makes us tick. And now we are ready for the next road. We are ready for the next turn. We are ready to do the next thing. We are ready to continue this journey. We are ready to move this country forward. We are ready to rise up and be the kind of people. Never before in Trinidad and Tobago has any government achieved what we have achieved in such short space of time. It took others 40 years to do nothing, but we have taken 5 years to develop this country in a manner that it has never been developed before. And that is why they attack us. And you see, they understand the dynamics of the philosophy of the COP. So what they do, every time, oh, what is COP saying about that? Oh, Prakash, how much people leave? How much people leave? Let me tell you something. I know about things, but if 4 people leave something, it can mash up. And I want to let you know that. Because we're still here. We're still here. We're still here. We are still here, and we could shout down the road, and regardless of what those prophets of doom say, we're still here, and we will continue to be here. And furthermore, now is the time to get in the face. From here on, the COP has to get in the face. They will have to say down the road, hey, all right, all you slow down. All you slow down. You see, all you slow down. They're trying to stop me now. That's probably a P&M DJ. I'm not warming up, but I have to stop. But I want to encourage all of you. Stop thinking about yourself and start to think about the bigger picture. Is this nation far more developed than we found it in 2010? You have to say yes. Are the social services far better than where we found it in 2010? You have to say yes. I want to let you know that. Is it easier to do business in Trinidad than before we got here? You have to say yes. And if you're having difficulty, go legal affairs. You're getting your birth paper in a flash. You know, we're living in a microwave society. You want to put a raw chicken in, and within a minute it come out. Go legal affairs. You're going to just write the form and it come out. Birth paper come in. And I want to encourage all of you. We have proven to be strong before. Now is the time for us to prove ourselves to be stronger. Now is the time to rise up. Now is the time everywhere we are. And I ain't talk about Arima yet. You see, I want to let you know about the development in Arima. When I spoke in 2007, the first speech I make on a COP platform, the speech was entitled Car Start, Car Finish. Because the P&M couldn't start nothing, and if they start something, they couldn't finish it. Because you know the promises never materialize. But I could tell you something. We started Mount Pleasant, but it finished. We started Julian at the highway, it finished. We started police station, it finished. We started Blanchisseuse Road, it's ongoing. And we keep going and going and going. And come this month, March 15th or 16th, we go in and start a brand new hospital in Arima. They say all kind of things about Arima. They say years ago that if Trinidad was a donkey, Arima is the thing under the tail. I want to let you know that. One person say Arimians don't get sick. They just only die, so they need a morgue. And next one, another minister of health say, Arima don't need a hospital. It needs a special road to Mount Hope. I want you to understand what we face. We had about 4 or 5 ministers of health living in Arima. But they have a guy who is not minister of health. He's just an MP. And we will get a hospital for Arima coming this month. God bless you. Be strong, be resilient, be dynamic, be powerful, and let Trinidad and Tobago know we're not moving.